So I was just getting started on replacing my throttle cable. I figured I should film it. Why not? You know, I think I know what I'm doing, but I could be fixing to fail. Yeah. So I got this new cable in the mail. It's this is the main thing here is this barrel works and goes up and down. It's adjustable. That's the problem with my current one. Well, that and this right here started to crack. So I almost died when my throttle was held open and I jerked the thing because the throttle cable came out and it was going like 40 and it was scary. I almost broke my foot. I just got the key fixed, so I managed to get the key to turn the boat off, the engine off, after I jerked it out of instinct like an idiot. Almost flipped the boat. Anyway, decided it's time to change the throttle cable. So here's the deal. See here, starting to crack. That happened when I tightened this back on recently. And down here, see these guys? Those are holding that barrel in place. The barrel is supposed to go behind this here. Right, which I'm going to pull this one out and pull this out, but I couldn't get this barrel to adjust up to fit under here. I was driving 40 miles an hour, almost 40, and this popped out of place and the throttle would not slow down, and it was scary. So anyway, got this new throttle cable. I'm going to remove this one and pull the new one through with pulling this one out. Should be pretty straightforward. So here's my control unit. I just pulled this off, it popped off, just kind of wasn't screwed bolted on or anything, just kind of popped off. This is looking pretty corroded and gross. I managed to get the screw out there. This one took a lot of work, but I've got it a little bit stripped, but I've got it coming out. I'm gonna put some fresh bolts in there when I put this back on, but I think I need to take it off to get the cable out anyway. This one was not wanting to come easily. Had to get it with the wrench. Could have started that way at least in some PB Blaster. All right, cool. So that means this is loose now. Casing off here, I think, is the next step. Oh, looks like you have to pull this whole fucking mount off. Tell you what, I'm not doing that. I don't think. I really don't want to. I think I can just floppy this back and change it. Yeah. So, let's move some stuff. So can you see that? Yeah. So I'm gonna move the gear shifter and see what happens here. All right, so that's reverse. I'm gonna come up here, it's neutral, and that is forward. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is this one in the back moves all the way up or all the way down, which means it's the gear, right? Because it's either going to reverse or it's going to forward. This one goes up when it's forward, down when it's neutral, up when it's backward, and then down when it's neutral. That means this is the throttle. So we're replacing this one. Pop the lock off here, off this pin. Just wanting to spin. Oh, there we go. You see that? That little thing. And then this should just slide out, right? Yeah, just slide right off. That's cool. Now this should just pop out. Yep, that popped out. Oh no, it's not gonna fit, is it? Oh no! It doesn't fit. I was told it would fit. Oh, shit. That's bullshit. So I'm gonna do something really stupid here and try to drill this hole bigger, make it fit. Should just buy new controls, but I just spend a bunch of money. I don't want to do that. This looks like the right size. If I can blast this through here, should open it up. This is stupid. Well, it's kind of going. You can hold it with some pliers. I'm going to drill my hand. It's going. There we go. Got through. Okay, I had to shave it just a touch more. I got it on there. Now I gotta lock it in. All right, that should be that. Let's see if it works. All right, now before I feed this through and get it all mounted again, see if it's working. So this should move this end around. Yep. It's funny, neutral doesn't change it at all. Okay, so that's that. Cool. Let's feed her through. Before I start pulling this through, I need to tie the other one on that end. All right, see what I've done here. Zip ties. Next up is duct tape, then grease. This ought to give it a little more of a uniform body. Something I can grease up real good. Grease. That will help it pull through nice and slick. Last time I ran shit through here, my father-in-law and I took the whole fucking console out. I just really don't feel like doing that this time. I'd like to just slip this through. Here it goes. Oh, fuck me. Does not want to go. I knew this was gonna be the worst part. Just fucking knew it. There it goes. Yes. She's going. She's going. Got it. Yes. Oh. Oh. There we go. Nothing pushed through. All right, we're on the last step here. Getting this sucker through and in place. I need the barrel to come up right to the front. Let's do that. I think that's as far as it'll go. See this through here. And we put it in place. Put this in here. This will lock like that. Okay. And then we just put our bolts on here. We should be good. So I want to be in neutral right now. My gear shift up there is in neutral. You can tell by the prop will spin freely both ways. It's in neutral. Throttle should be closed. Yep, throttle's closed. This is touching. It's gotta be open. Now we're gonna test her out. Oh, reverse and forward. Yeah, buddy, we are playing with fucking new throttle cable. Woo! Fucking did it! Ah! Yes! Oh, it makes me happy. All right, I gotta tighten this up. I'm probably gonna put right here a zip tie to keep it off, to keep it from touching where I don't want it to. This will keep the cables separated from each other a little bit. If I can just pull this up against the rubber here, just so they aren't rubbing against each other, you know? I know they'd make a little clip for that too, but this engine didn't come with one, so we're just gonna do it like that. I really need to replace the gear cable. It's starting to deteriorate, but I'll order one of those later. Just before we wrap things up, I just want to show you. It goes on right there. See the barrel casing is in the right place now, behind there with the other one. And then this zip tie keeps the cables from rubbing against each other. And that's that. And that should be it, guys. We did it. We saw a new throttle cable. I'm tightening this nut up and this, and should be good to go.